Hi guys, so Thursday today, we're just a little bit more than 24 hours away from update 2 of Anime Champions, and in this video we're going to talk a little bit about, I guess, the vast majority of the community, the free-to-play players, and pretty much what I'm going to say also applies for a lot of new players. And these are going to be a whole bunch of tips that are going to help you to progress through the late game faster and become a pro, as people like to say nowadays, I guess, in Roblox. So kind of go from noob to a pro or whatever. But anyway, so this is a whole bunch of things that you should try to aim for and prioritize. Not particularly in the list that I will say, but I guess the list is also aligned on a proper time frame. But yeah, anyway, nonetheless, so starting out, you guys can see I'm currently just opening on Dragon Ball, and yeah, obviously that's where you start out the game. That is the first map. Now, I know that a lot of people, they're asking me, should I stay and open in X World to get like the mythical, or should I go to the next map? And the answer is, if you can always advance to the next map, just go. Like, your goal should be to reach the last map as fast as possible. Now, this game has some sort of time-gated content. In that sense, it's not like that you can run, because it's not about the amount of coins that you have, but there is a couple of DPS checks. So for example, like this door and a couple of others that you guys probably know. So that means that you need to invest some time on leveling up your units. But yeah, basically, once you are able to dip and go to a new map, just do it. Do not waste any time on the same map. You don't need to. Like, it's a waste of time. It's counterproductive, right? That's out of the way. I figured that I should mention, because a lot of people are actually asking all the time, should I stay, should I go, and whatnot. Now, moving onwards to point number 2. I know that, obviously, as I said, this is going to be a guide for free-to-play players, but free-to-play is kind of hard to, I guess, point out in this game, especially because you actually are able to buy game passes with in-game currency, which are the diamonds. And yeah, so basically, you are going to have game passes, but if you guys have 100 Robux at your disposal, I would highly, highly, highly advise you to buy this pack, the starter pack right here. It says insane value here, and it really is actually insane value for this pack. Like, this pack has insane value, so if you do happen to have 100 Robux and you are planning to play this game, do not hesitate to buy it. Now, the starter pack is going to give you a whole bunch of boosts, and it's going to give you a Kaioken unit, which I think I have, yeah, this one. So it's going to give you this unit right here. The Goku. It's the mythical from map number 1, and basically this unit, you can just use it up until you reach the last map. It's gonna be better than any other unit that you can get. And yeah, that's basically it. Kind of ties your hands for you, or rather it unties your hands for you. Like, all you have to do is just, when you open, you just level up that Goku, and that Goku is always like gonna be your strongest unit until you get to the last map. And it will help you like get through all of those DPS checks to pass through these doors. So yeah, definitely huge value on that starter pack. Just go ahead and grab it if you do have the luxury. It's 100 Robux. And yeah, as I said, Goku is what you're going to be leveling. And once you get to the last map with that Goku, like, as you're hatching, you kind of want to start to hatch those mythical units. And yeah, you want to start to build a mythical unit up to the max level, like, slowly, right? Like, you want to start building that unit up slowly. I know that it will take time, especially, like, I don't know the situation of how free-to-plays actually play. If there's any free-to-play players out there, or like people who have spent a bare minimum amount of Robux, I'm curious to know what your current like status is. So let me know in the comments, like, how many game passes do you have, or rather, which game passes do you have or don't have, and how does your like radius on a and dashes and stuff like that looks. I'm trying to understand like how much, like, so far, like, what access to the game do you have. You know, that's what I'm trying to understand right now, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. But yeah, try to build a mythical. And now in this game there is something called ascensions. So basically you take that unit that's just like this, right? Now there is a function in the game. It's called the dismantler. I guess most of you probably already know what that is, but in case you don't, I'll just show you. So you go here to the deconstructor and you break down a unit just like this, and you get essence. And that essence that you get used to ascend your units. So Ascension 1 requires one copy of the unit. So for example, if I want to ascend this Jotaro, I need one more Jotaro and 10 essence. And you see here, Ascension 1 is 50% damage increase, and Ascension 2 is 2 copies of the unit and 50 essence. You can't really see that, but yeah, it's 50 essence to open the second quirk slot. Now, as a free-to-play, this might be a little bit challenging to do for mythical units, because obviously your luck is going to be a lot lower than what mine is right now. I actually have one of the highest lucks achievable in the game right now. It's also with double leprechaun quirks, which are not possible to be acquired anymore. But yeah, for most people, especially free-to-plays and new players, like your luck is going to be a problem, and like getting that mythical essence is not going to be easy. So what you can do is you can actually come here to the green planet and just hatch here for mythicals. I cannot tell you the exact odds, but we can always compare. So Namek is 0.61 odds for a mythical, while in Curse City, Itadori, let's check out Itadori's chances, is 0.21. So essentially, it is 3 times easier, or well, very close to 3 times easier to actually hatch those mythicals on Dragon Ball. And you can just go ahead and reconstruct them for essence to actually ascend your mythical units. That is your best play as a free-to-play player, because I know that luck is a problem and even hatching mythicals is a challenge. But yeah, that is the best thing you can do. Now, the next thing that I would highly advise you to do is, it might not even work anymore. I don't know if it works. I assume that it works. I would also love if you guys confirmed in the comments if that is still in the game. And if you go to Demon Forest, which was the last map for the start of the game, there is a quest line that is right here in this house next to the rock from Tom Yoga himself. And basically, it was a DPS check to break this rock. And it awarded you with this item right here, the ACS Slicer, which was a UGC as well. You see here it says UGC 0. Now, I don't know if, since the UGCs have finished, that means that you cannot get the item in the game as well. I think it would be very bad if you couldn't. So I hope that you can still get the item. Like, I don't think the UGC is important. Well, some people like them, but that's not the point. Like, I don't care about the UGC. So essentially, why you should bother with that is because this is a mythical equipment. Now, equipments, I won't really go in depth for the equipments. I have a couple of videos which I'll pop up on screen right now, which you can watch if you care about equipments. The problem with equipments is that the mythical equipments are only skins that fit only one certain character, and obviously Cosmic's the same, they fit their Cosmic units. Now, this is a weapon, or other equipment, just like all of the other rarities, and it can equip on any unit. Now, what you want to do with that equipment, the Slicer, is you actually want to get it, and you want to go and roll knowledge type category. Now, knowledge is gonna do tremendous work for you. Now, in case you guys don't know how the skin reforging works, I have a video for that as well. You can go watch it, but basically, when you have like this equipment, you can press scrap right here, you destroy them, you take scraps, and with scraps you reroll the items. Now we're gonna roll until we get Slicer of Knowledge, and what that is gonna do for us, there we go, we just got it, is, as you can see, it reduces the experience needed for units to level by 20%. Now, I know as free-to-play, leveling units up is pretty hard, and I'll tell you that even us, people that have all the game passes and stuff, and that are strong at the game, like, leveling is slow for us as well, and that is due to the fact that the XP Game Pass is actually not working. I hope that by the time the update drops tomorrow, it is gonna be resolved, but yeah, the Game Pass is actually not working. That's why leveling is so slow for people with the Game Pass. So yeah, if you're watching this at this point, do not buy the XP Game Pass, because it's not working right now. And I would probably put other Game Passes above XP. I would prioritize other Game Passes. So yeah, try to get the Slicer if you still can, which I hope you still can, as an item in the game. Like the UGC, nobody really cares. And try to get Slicer of Knowledge eventually after you complete some raids. Like 20% less XP on units is a lot. It's actually a lot, and as a free-to-play player especially, it will help you, because I know that you're struggling with yen, especially to just like open Fortnite or whatever to maintain. And yeah, that kind of brings us to our next topic, which is, as I said earlier, I don't know how many diamonds like free-to-players can get at this point from the tower and how you manage them, but I know that game passes should be your priority up until a point. Like, you should need to get the must-have game passes, and then you should invest in some sort of like radius upgrades for the sake of essentially just being able to at least kill something while you're opening, right? Like, if you kill something while you're opening, you are gonna have a return on yen while you're wasting your yen. Like, as if I'm like, for example, like here, like at least be able to like catch maybe those 2-3 units. Although this map is a bad example because as you can see, the mobs are way too far. So maybe if you go like to the last map egg, you can always hit the boss. But that might be also a little bit challenging for you as a new player or a free to play, because the boss is a little bit strong. But yeah, invest a little bit of gems in the radius. It will help you a lot, to make your life a lot easier. Like, that's I think important at this point. And then essentially, guys, at this point, if you have like done most of these things, like you are an end-game player, right? Like, you might be a free-to-play player and obviously nowhere near my level or somebody else's that plays the game, but you are gonna be in the end game, and that's where you have to start like investing a little bit more time and effort. At that point, you want to be starting to grind to the easy raids, and you want to try to farm some talent tokens, real tokens. I got baited by the spirit. So yeah, you want to start grinding for these like real tokens, the medals as they call in this game. And with the medals, you want to start like building your utility teams. Now, you don't have to go for Thief and Leprechaun correspondingly. You can just go for like Collector 3 and Collector 2. Essentially, this update, it fixed the bug that you could not roll collector passives of the same rarity. So yeah, you can go for Collector 3 plus Collector 2 and drops to, well, Lucky 3 plus Lucky 2. I will prioritize Lucky units at first. So yeah, that's something that you can like slowly start doing while you're doing raids. And you can also farm your skins, by the way, because currently the drops of the items are identical on the rarities. So even if you do easy and medium and hard, you still have 1 in 100 chance to get the mythical skin and 1 in 200 to get the cosmic skin. As a free to play, your chances of hatching a cosmic are gonna be pretty low, but you know, you never know. That's the beauty of luck. Like, oftentimes when the very first like cosmics are hatched, they're actually hatched by free to play players, and that is due to the fact that from maybe 100k players that will be playing the update, like 70k are gonna be at least total free to play. Like, that's the analogy or something. So yeah, it happens. But yeah, keep farming your raids, start working on your units, and after that, like once you have your utilities and stuff like that, if you want to go for some damage quirks on your units, I would probably take anything that is mythical. It doesn't matter which. I have a quirks tier list. I also explain how every quirk works in this video. You can go ahead and watch it if you want. But yeah, you can just go ahead and watch that. And yeah, like any mythical passive, just keep it as a free to play. It is gonna be good, trust me. You don't really have to go for the best. And that's pretty much it in regards to this video. I don't really want to tell you anything else. I have 8 of these dragon summons. We can go ahead and just open them for fun, I guess, because why the hell not? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I think that actually no, we're not gonna open them. Whatever. It's the video is already too long. If you're still watching the video, type Green Planet in the comments. GG, Green Planet. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, with all the tips. As always, if you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to click the like and subscribe button down below, and see you guys all on the first one. Take care.